Imagine a world where the invaluable echoes of history, our shared cultural heritage, find themselves caught in the crossfire of armed conflict. How do we navigate the complex path of conducting military operations while simultaneously striving to safeguard these irreplaceable treasures for future generations? Military necessity is a legal principle that can indeed affect cultural property protection, but it functions as a very strict exception, not a blanket justification. While it acknowledges that military operations might regrettably impact cultural sites, it absolutely does not permit the intentional destruction or damage of cultural property, unless such an act is absolutely unavoidable to achieve a legitimate and imperative military objective. The core mechanism behind this delicate balance is enshrined in international humanitarian law, particularly the 1950 Hague Convention for the Protection of Cultural Property in the Event of Armed Conflict, and its two protocols. This framework makes it clear that military necessity is a narrow exception. It dictates that any action affecting cultural property must be proportionate, meaning the anticipated military advantage must significantly outweigh the expected damage to cultural heritage. Furthermore, all feasible precautions must be taken to avoid or at least minimize such damage. For those involved in military planning, this translates into actionable steps. Commanders and operational planners must identify protected cultural sites in advance, integrating their locations into operational maps and plans. They are obligated to assess military objectives against the potential harm to cultural property and, wherever possible, choose methods and means of attack that either avoid these sites entirely or cause the least possible damage. Issuing effective warnings, where feasible, also plays a crucial role. An interesting detail that adds an extra layer of protection is the blue shield emblem. This internationally recognized symbol, similar to the Red Cross, is designated for cultural property and signifies that a site or object is protected under the Hague Convention. States are encouraged to mark their cultural sites with this emblem, and for all parties to a conflict to respect its protective status, adding a visible deterrent against targeting. Ultimately, understanding the stringent limitations of military necessity helps ensure that our shared cultural heritage is not needlessly sacrificed in times of conflict. By upholding these principles, we collectively endeavor to preserve the invaluable historical and artistic legacy that connects us all, even amidst the most challenging circumstances.